Everyone, and welcome to Wrestling in Mom's Basement. This is going to be the retro review for Unforgiven 2001. I, of course, am Patrick Young. This guy to my right in the yellow shirt is my co-host, Joe Venuto.
Trish.
I know, I saw it, and I admired Trisha's cleavage on your shirt.
Yeah, I know. I always want her cleavage to be in the middle of my stomach.
I got a Joe Janela shirt that I was trying to buy off of Mark Andrews, apparently.
Yes.
Or buy Mark Andrews' shirt off of Joe Janela.
And then he made Penelope Ford get on the ground like a dog, and he told her, "Get my shirt, bitch."
She walked away, but I love the view on the way.
She's not that hot.
She is very hot.
She touched me.
Yeah, you had that schemer curl going.
What?
Yeah, like a curl in front of your face. It was funny. Don't worry, I'm having a bad hair day too.
Yeah, Unforgiven 2001 took place on September 23rd, 2001 from the Mellon Arena, not the Mellon Arena, more in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Attendance 13,855. Commentators JR and Paul Heyman.
I think it's the PPG Center.
PPG Paint Arena.
Yeah.
Yeah, stupid me.
Yeah.
Boy, if things changed in the year for WWE, I could add some perspective because I was at the previous Unforgiven in 2000 because I was in Philly.
Yeah.
We're in Alliance Center now from 2000, and that means we have two world titles.
Let's get in the frame together.
First up for the world titles is a handicap match with Shane Booker teaming up to fight Rock for the WCW title Angle, also with Angle getting another shot as the hometown bully. Also, this was already a different style because also, other than two matches, everything on the show is over 10 minutes long. Different for this time period in WWE. Yeah. So we'll get to it less than 2 weeks after 9/11, so let's get patriotic.
Yep.
There's some miscommunication. There's someone, as Lillian starts to sing God Bless America instead of American Beautiful, as announced.
I don't think it was Lillian.
Not Lillian, my fault. The person.
It was Jennifer Holiday.
Lillian. That's why I was just used to Lillian 9/11. That's why.
She was black. Jennifer Holiday is African American.
No, I know that. No. Why was someone 9/11?
I guess it's nice you didn't see race, but whatever.
Precise. No, it wasn't that. It was only because 9/11 I associated with Lillian.
Oh, okay.
Singing. That's why I said Lillian. Jennifer Holiday, who may be Lillian Garcia's mother, sang. They have a similar voice. There was a miscommunication though, because she sang God Bless America. Well, that's American Beautiful.
Yeah. She eventually switched into American the Beautiful.
Yeah. The open video told about the aforementioned events. Open contest 30th tag titles: Hard Boys versus Hurricane Landstorm versus the Dudley Boys versus Big Show and Spike Dudley. Dudley's had the titles, and this is elimination rules. Helms is the European champion. Storm, Hurricane, and the Dudleys are the alliance. Brawl to start with Show beyond the Dudleys on his own. Matt versus Devon. Is going officially. Buzz off to Hurricane quickly. Hurricane poses a lot, so Matt R drags in, poses 2. And then the hat wearing Jeff comes in to a girl pop. Spike wants to fight Helms because he tried to steal Molly from Spike, so Helms runs. He lets Storm beat Spike down, then comes back in. Helms wants Molly to be a superhero sidekick. And she turns on Spike later in the week and becomes Molly. Hurricane gets the cape and is gone. Face Gutbuster gets on Spike, Ultimate Lancer gets caught, and Dog to put those guys down. Hot Time brings his show and breaks down Face. The Hardys dive on a lot of people as Spike climbs on the show's shoulders to dive on everyone. Show points to the corner, everyone in the ring freaks. Bubba breaks up, so Show beats up everyone on sight. Choke slams Storm to end him and gets down to 3 teams. The Dudleys hit double suplex on Show and manage back in. Rolling Spike up for 2. Spike counts the Twist of Fate into a neck breaker for 2. The second time works a bit better and shock and all. We get the Dudleys versus the Hardys versus the Dudleys. Bubba breaks up the poetry motion. They call for 3D. As Bubba versus Jeff down, Bubba chops loudly. Jeff jumps really high on backdrop and look great. Matt tries to come in and help and let Jeff get a call on what's up. Devon hooks a chin lock. Jeff's in trouble again. Devon gets a sloppy power slam in for 2. Down to the 4, and Bubba says Jeff in his steps, and I look nasty. Jeff went a bit high and his hips straight on the step. Jeff managed to fire with a whisper and win, and JR didn't know the name of it, and brings in Matt. He dies out of the 4 moonsault, takes out both Dudleys, twists the face counter into 3D, but Jeff dies off of a swanton break up. Bubba hits his self-title Bubba Bomb as Jeff is being played out, so Devon can steal the pin to retain.
Yeah, it's WWE's usual formula of throw the tag division out there in a multi-tag match for the opener. Luckily, they're actually in a great era for tag team wrestling.
Yeah.
So even if you just throw teams out there, you're still going to get a heck of a match. I thought this was a very exciting opener and usual tag fare from this time period.
Yeah, pretty fun opener here and ate up a lot of time. The Dudleys versus the Hardys was always entertaining, but in this era, as a Survivor Series or a few, but how many times can you do it at this point? Because as your Chris Burkhoff says, really the Hardys, Dudleys, and makeshift teams like this.
Yeah.
The tag division was actually totally dead though by the time we get to WrestleMania that year, because it's literally the Hardys and Dudleys and just two other teams, Billy and Chuck and the APA, I believe it was.
Yeah.
At WrestleMania. And luckily the Hardys got split and the Dudleys got split. Not luckily for them, but at least they got split from each other. It was good stuff though, and the other teams actually made it a bit better. Now, Storm and Hurricane and Bishop and Spike.
Yeah.
Which is rare in these matches.
I gave it a B.
Be nice. RVD's just getting here, so no wonder he gets criticized. Stevie comes up to him and wishes him luck against Jericho. She offers him services, and sex might also be involved. He turns her down by fishing at managing. He does need help finding a dressing room. No. Angle's family's in the front row, and that doesn't set the ending. I don't know what does. Kurt
in Pittsburgh with an American Olympic gimmick.
Yeah.
2 weeks after 9/11.
Kurt isn't medically clear due to a neck injury. I'll retract it. That sells it more than anything else. We recount Raven versus Sarah, which is over Moppy.
The infamous Moppy.
Moppy is just that. A mop. Sarah was in love with it.
And chose it over Terry.
And Raven put it in a wood chipper.
Because he chose it over Terry.
And Terry left Sarah for Raven during this also. Wouldn't you?
Yeah. If someone leaves me for a mop.
Oh, no, but when you choose Moppy?
No.
Well, it's not like he was dealing with looks here. Moppy looked better.
No.
Raven versus Siren. Siren goes off on the star's pole, gets in the line of night. They're fighting over the memory of a mop. Raven gets to the floor, to rush the lace sweep into the barrier and drop toe on the steps. JR talks about the flock and Heyman talks about how JR never watched Nitro. JR just in great lines saying I was busy. Back in, Raven grabs a Cobra Clutch of all things. Siren escapes and Raven hits a hard knee lift to send out the floor. Siren keeps trying to get back in, but Raven keeps knocking to the floor. He manages to get back in with a sunset flip, and Raven grabs a rip for two. Siren hits his usual nice super kick and pounds away. Suplex puts Raven down again. Raven counters a top rope Rana and gets a sunset flip for two. Perry goes way old school with a catapult, and the moss cover three-handle family credenza gives Siren the win.
I like the nod to Jericho's list there.
That is the legit finisher the Siren won with, just to clarify.
Yeah, that's actually what he named it. Yeah, kind of very boring to me. Nothing really all that special, and maybe they really didn't feel like going all out for a storyline which involved Perry Saturn falling in love with a mop.
It was a roll match. Saturn was bleeding from the eye, too. So that made him look like a fighter. Even though I don't think this was the match that warranted a fire, but whatever.
I gave it a D.
That was nice to see.
Yeah.
They were fighting for an entertaining storyline. You laugh at the Moppy segments if we watch it.
Doesn't mean it was a good segment.
But you laugh at them.
Doesn't mean it was a good segment, though.
You laugh at them. Still,
it doesn't mean it's a good segment.
We pointed out it's either me or the mop, and then he takes the mop, and then she puts it, or she gives it to him, and he puts it in the wood chipper. It's great stuff. It's personal too. A man's in love with his girl, and chooses another girl, and then they put said girl into the wood chipper. Well,
yeah.
I'm just saying, Moppy could dare hear better now. She always
looks very stringy.
Yeah. Christian talks to the gorgeous Lillian, not Jennifer Holiday, about Edge.
Are you sure this time?
Yeah, it was Lillian, right? Not Jennifer Holiday.
Yes.
All right. And how he's going to fulfill his dream and prove he's better than his brother. Don't forget they're brothers at this point. Not anymore. No, they're just best friends. We recap Edge versus Christian, which is about Christian being jealous at Edge's success, namely winning the KOTR, King of the Ring, and IC title. This led to the awesome Christian, last year on your own music.
Mm-hmm.
Edge's face visuals were amazing during this feud. Eric Hotto, Christian versus Edge. Edge has always also Rob Zombie entrance here too, following on the network. Edge hammers always started, and Christian tries to get a breather. They fight the ramp as old Edge here. Edge uses a slingshot to set his brother friend into the set face first. Back in the ring, Edge is in firm control. He rams Christian's hand to the middle buckle 10 times and chokes away a bit. Christian sends him into the post, and we started talking about Grandma.
Because Grandma Edna.
Yeah, that's what it was. Edna. Christian's really not quite used to be on offense on his own yet. You can tell. It took a few years to really go with it, and it even took him a few years to break to the main event level. Edge gets a shot, heads up top. He shoves his brother friend off. Jump in, land on his feet. He faces a Christian, and the Canadian hits a German on the Canadian for 2. Edge just bleeding from under his eye. They slug out and double crucify, puts them down. It wasn't really gelling, but it's not bad, if that makes sense. On Prayer's counter, Edge and Mac for 2. Edge is tossed to the 4, and he crawls on the ring so he can come on the other side, hits the top of crucify for 2. The less successful brother goes to the 4 and grabs some cheers for a concerto, but Edge swoops away, setting cheer into Christian's head. Edge tries to save the Christian pops him in the balls with a cheer for the title.
Yeah, it technically wasn't a bad match. It's just, I guess they're more used to teaming with each other than being opponents, and I think that just got in their heads maybe. But yeah, overall, when you expect Edge and Christian, it is a disappointing match.
But they pick up the pace up next month.
Yeah, they do. They do pick it up very much next month.
It's not a bad match, but the flow was way off. It's like they went from one set of spots to the next set with little in between. That was not proud of it. They will get a lot better, but at this point, Christian... I'm more so putting him on Christian, because he wasn't ready to do much, I think, on offense as a singles guy yet. And Edge wasn't good enough in the ring to be able to carry him there yet, either.
I gave the match a C-.
C-. We recap the Brothers of Destruction versus Chronic. Rusher's blamed Taker for right to censor split up, and then Chronic beat him up, drawing out Kane. Chronic cost the Brothers the WWF tag titles, but since this is an alliance era, they have both titles at once, so they were still the WCW champions. Because once you lose a title match, you're still champions. Taker tells about how awesome they are and how they'll beat Chronic. Those are the tag titles: Chronic versus Undertaker and Kane. Rusher's with Chronic here. The brawl starts on the floor, and Adams versus Taker that officially gets going. Over to Kane, who still has a bad arm. Over to Clark with Chronic in control now. Big boot is so there are a lot of kicks and punches in this. Kane kind of falls down on neck breaker and then shoulder breaker. Taker comes in and works on the arm hand, old school. And the arm bar goes on, but Adams breaks up. Clark sells the arm, so he's up a few steps all right in Brian Adams. More punches and kicks from Chronic, and they're not clicking at all. Chronic takes over with double team and upgrades the offense with a double shoulder lock. For 2, ultimate chin lock with Adams keeping Taker down, back to Clark, but Taker is running the team. There's a time to Kane. He cleans house, and Big Boot puts both guys down. A side slam, Clark does the same, and Kane loads up a choke slam. Adams makes a save, and we get the rear triple clothesline, put everyone down. Taker comes back and breaks down. He sets up for the choke slam on Clark, but Rusher comes in for a save. Double choke slam, the Taker's broken up. And Kane hits his clothesline, and chokeslam ends Clark to keep the titles on the Brothers.
Yeah, I never actually pictured this to be a good match. Chronic have never been about in-ring work, and Taker probably cared less about it at this point in time in his career. So I wasn't necessarily expecting a great match here, and I pretty much got what I expected. It wasn't a good match. Chronic seemed very limited in what they could do. Or the crowd would respond to what Kane and Taker would do, but if Chronic got a little bit of offense, they there was absolutely no reaction. You could probably hear a pin drop in the arena.
Yeah.
Just not an exciting match at all, and pretty uninteresting.
Yeah, this match was voted match of the year from the Wrestle Observer. Worst match of the year, my fault. Did I say match of the year?
Yeah, you said worst.
Worst match of the year for the Wrestle Observer newsletters.
Well, it's either that or I'm reading it off your screen.
Okay. And I'm not really sure why I was voted the worst, though, because I'm sure it's Babe. I've seen far worse in WCW, I'm pretty sure, in this point. In 2001. Chronic look as limited, like backstage you can be, and they will be fired soon after this match. They need more season, and the offer was to send them to the minors. But they refused, and they were fired because of it. Like I said, I don't get why it's blasted so much, because it's not the worst match I've ever seen. Is it the worst match you've ever seen?
No.
Or really even close to it. I'm sure I can find, like I said, worst WCW matches from 2001.
Mm-hmm. I gave it an F.
F. Post-match Stevie gets beat up. Shane tries to fire Booker and Taz. Shane tries to fire Booker. And Taz comes in to fire both of them up. Steph goes looking for RVD for sex. I think.
Yeah. Kind of a little bit of... She wants him to beat Jericho, and then, I guess, beat her afterwards. Not in that aspect. Not in that aspect.
And she was, like, talking for the door.
The other one. Who knew Steph wanted to get into that,
RVD.
Yeah, into that 420.
Yeah, she was talking for the door saying, since tomorrow's her birthday, she wants him to destroy Jericho. She still can't act up at times.
She kind of says things where, like, okay, that's not really what a human being would say.
There's moments where she's brilliant at acting, and there's moments where she's not. Stephanie in 2018, there are moments where she's brilliant at acting, and then there's moments where she's not.
However, I am looking forward to her segment on Raw.
Stop.
Because literally, it's probably going to be the best thing on Raw.
Stop it. There's been some good stuff.
Her emasculating Baron Corbin.
Well, she's better than Corbin.
Her standing tall over Alexa.
Oh, that's definitely happened.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that happen, but that's going to happen.
It's definitely going to be the most interesting thing on Raw.
You act like Dean and Seth don't exist.
Well, when they bring up Roman in just about every promo.
You act like McIntyre and Dolph don't exist either.
That's true, McIntyre does exist. And Dolph can put on a hell in the match.
You act like the woman role don't exist.
I literally forgot what their storylines are.
Becky versus Ronda.
Thank you.
And Natalya's crying over her.
Probably because I consider it more of a SmackDown feud.
Well, Becky's done more than Ronda, yeah.
Yeah.
And Natalya's crying over her cat, or her glasses.
Last is cat or something.
Tonight, Ruby stabs a Billy Boy.
Tonight, Liv Morgan stabs a cat.
Whoa, man, she had no one crying. The first stuff here was, she was good in the first segment with Rob. Here it sounded like she didn't sound like past that. She didn't sound like a human here. And it was funny because that one woman on the main roster right now, she's probably one of the only few that might be able to sound like a person. What she wants to.
Yeah.
Besides Becky. Yeah. But anyway, she was, she sounded, I don't know how hard it was for her not to remember. Why she was remembering a script in this era. More sex was implied, but we do get the great insult stuff between her and Jericho to save the segment.
Yeah, that.
Jericho
They had good chemistry. Yeah.
Jericho was behind her. It was time for great insults. How old are you going to be? 25. No, I guess how old you'll be. Not how many men you've been with in the past week. In-play jokes are made as Steph, he got some surgery recently, and I can't say I'm complaining.
Yeah.
Hardcore title of Rob Van Dam vs. Chris Jericho. JR and Paul have an argument about RVD CCW accomplishments. Why would you want to argue with Heyman about that? They fight to a stalemate with both guys trying drop kicks and the fans applaud. They exchange some nice pinfall reversals and RVD's the fan favorite. Jericho slaps in the face and starts winning though for the use of strikes. RVD gets a roll just using his feet for 2. There have been no weapon shots used and we're about 5 minutes into this. Jericho sent to the floor and Van Dam has a crossbody to apron for 2. There's a spin kick to Jericho's back while he's on a railing, but Jericho moves as Van Dam crashes. Sidebar, I think RVD's the best hardcore champion of all time in terms of match quality.
He probably is, yes.
Yeah. And now it's time for... There was a spin kick to Jericho's back while he's on the railing, but Jericho moves as Van Dam crashes. Now it's time for the ladders. Jericho takes his head off, and we go back in the ring. Van Dam's shoulder goes to the post twice, and Jericho's... Even though Jericho's the sway of the face of WWE, he was the one wrestling heel here.
Yeah.
They were going by the fan reaction. Both guys are superplex with a ladder, with Jericho doing second. RVD escapes the walls, attempts to hit some modified roll of thunder. The roll for once, and then a splash, just had the back splash. And then split like a moonsault for 2. Line salt misses, and Van Dam takes his title with a spin kick. Giving us about our 3rd busted eye tonight, by the way. 5-star message to Jericho gets 2. This has been a really good match so far. Jericho takes a drop toe to send the ladder. Rob grabs the chair, slams Jericho down onto it, then climbs the ladder. Jericho counters in front of the ladder, Rob's head, and pulling the walls on him on the ladder, a la Benoit at the 1 Rumble.
Yeah.
Van Dam crashes to the floor, and Jericho misses a dive on him. By the way, I'm sorry for all the play-by-play here. But there's absolutely nothing to make fun of.
Yeah.
Jericho finds a chair on the ring, RB suicide dive each chair. The Allen gets 2, so Jericho sends him into the post. Again, back inside, Jericho takes a spin kick for 2, but rolls out cover into a Fujiwara armbar. But Rob makes the ropes. The fans are starting to get behind Jericho as he uses his chair on the arm back. Here's Stephanie grab the chair, but Jericho takes a big swing at her. She drops to the floor, telling Rob to hit Van Dam in the 5-star to retain.
Yeah, very solid, very good match. Jericho and RVD worked extremely well together. I could have done without the Stephanie interference, but I guess with Jericho in this time period, you can't really go any stretch of matches where Stephanie is not going to be involved. I get it; their chemistry is incredible together in promos, but I probably could have done it. I probably could have done without it though. RVD I thought looked like a shining star, and I understand why he was in the main event in the next pay-per-view in this era.
Yeah, now this is more like for a hardcore match. This was a fine example of the match being about the guys using the weapons, rather than the weapons being used on the guys. If that makes sense. Mm-hmm. And that almost always guarantees a better match. And these are 2 guys that can have a good match no matter what the stipulation, and that's the formula for a great match. Jericho will turn heel soon after this. Right around No Mercy, a little after No Mercy.
Yeah.
But one joined the alliance.
I gave it a B+.
B+. This was my match tonight.
Mine too.
Booker fires himself up as Shane helps him, and Shane won't mind winning the title either. We recap Brock versus Booker and Shane. In the main event of SummerSlam for the WCW title, Rock beat Booker. Since Shane owned WCW, he made the next match was a handicap match for the title. For some reason, did you notice what music this was set to the video package?
It was Rey Mysterio's music.
Old
WCW music.
Okay,
yeah.
you noticed that too for some reason.
Yeah, later on, when Stacy shaving her legs, spoiler alert, they actually used Sonny's old music.
I Know You Want Me?
Yeah.
Did I? Okay, I didn't notice that. Mm-hmm. I noticed the right ones.
Either they added in the network and just added as generic music that they own,
right?
Or they actually did it at that time period. I can tell you which one, but yeah, it was there for some reason.
Well, I'm still trying to get on my Jennifer Holiday like our save visual, so excuse me if I'm not running those in a sexy woman right now. Now, if it was Stacey Keebler and Jennifer Holiday shaving legs, I might have noticed.
You wouldn't notice the girl; you'd just notice that they're shaving legs.
Right, well, I don't know who they were. Because to me, I don't see color like some people. I see size. I guess I couldn't see the size either.
Yeah, you didn't see the size, you didn't see the color.
Yeah, I just see...
You didn't see the voice type.
Well, they have a similar voice, except for Jennifer Holiday, it's like that screechy voice. Well, it sounds like you're yelling instead of powerfully singing. WCW World title, Shane McMahon and Booker T versus The Rock. If you're the heels get the pin, they win a title. Booker and Shane have the tag, and Booker starts by off. Rock is a quick neck break for 2. Shane makes save. I expect a lot of that in this match. The fans think Shane is a cat.
I got it.
I don't want to talk dirty on the show.
What do we do anyway?
Not that dirty. A belly to back suplex. Yes, soon Shane saves again. Shane, I think I just said Shane saved Booker. He saved him. He didn't shave Booker. That would be weird if Stacey and Jennifer Holiday shaving each other.
And, along the lines of Shane being a cat.
Right. Now, if Marissa and Charmel were shaving each other, different story. Shane tags himself in and runs into a fresh Rock. Rock fakes him out there chasing and beating his own. JR tries to talk about the WCW traditionalists hating the idea of Shane as champion. There's so many replies to that, I'm not sure where to start.
Okay, yeah, I'd rather take Shane over Vince Russo.
Right, notice how we say Vince Russo. Yeah, Dave Arquette's up there, but I can at least respect what Dave Arquette ended up doing.
Yeah. I mean, it is friggin' ridiculous that he was WCW champion.
And he admits that.
And he admits it.
It was only for 12 days, though.
Yeah.
And he gave the money to Martha Hart and Melody Pillman. So it's not like...
He also gave some of the draws, too.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, but that happened 99. Yeah, it's like, yeah. The WCW guys take over and work on Rock's ribs. Rock helps Shane with the release of her belly to belly, and Shane's in trouble. Rock grabs the sharpshooter and Booker makes a save. Outside we go. And Shane hits a clothesline off the rope and put Rock down. Shane may be annoying at times. Everyone's in a family, to be fair. He's the least annoying.
That's true.
But for Dyna as a regular wrestler, he can pull some good stuff.
Somehow he's naturally athletic.
Even to nowadays, even though where I don't have to see him wrestle, besides his punches, he can still pull some good stuff.
Yeah.
I always point to his match with AJ at WrestleMania 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Give him the right guy, you can go.
Yeah, Booker actually covers it in a stat mirror, which thankfully is good for only one. Outside again, Booker misses a big cheer shot. Rock ain't getting going because Shane interferes again. There's a slingshot and goes with Rock inside and Oliver. Back inside and it's a spin to Rooney. Rock grabs the roll for 2 and we're back on the floor again. Booker tries to sub the elbow for Shane, but Rock moves and punches away. That doesn't last long as he's right back on the table. Again, and there's super kick back inside. Rock hits a Samoan drop for no cover as Shane brings the belt in, accidentally clocking Booker with it. A belt shot to Rock is 2, and we're back to the regular match for a few moments. Shane tries to hit his elbow, but Rock rolls away. Rock fights a bit full of punches and clotheslines, and DDT gets to him. Booker. Shane takes Rock down and nips up, set up a Shane bow. Rock nips up at 7 points. Shane with the Rock bomb. Spinebuster sends out people elbow on Booker, but here's Tessa break out. Somehow this isn't the DQ because Nick Patrick is corrupt. Bradshaw comes down and chases Tessa. They crowds and WWF referees here now. Why? It is a WCW title match. He pulls Patrick out of the ring to break out a pin, so Patrick beats up the WWF guy. Booker gets to him, rocks, and the WWF referee pulls Patrick out. Only to get blasted by Booker. Bookends Brookham, and there's a rock bomb, but there's no referee. And then the ref comes in and it was over.
Yeah, I thought this match was actually going along fairly well as you can have for a handicap match. But it just became absorbently overbooked.
Yeah.
Where 2 ref bumps happened. Tess got involved, and so did Bradshaw.
Mm-hmm.
The referees start fighting each other.
Yeah.
Kind of over the top a little too much.
Yeah, like Pat said, this was fine, then went old nuts. Like Pat said, we had 2 wrestlers running, 2 referees fighting, 2 ref bumps, a pair of belt shots, and a 3rd ref, and a handicap match with a crooked referee. And people wonder why I was claiming main events were booked at this point. This is it. Whereas, how hard is it that to Rock make a Superman comeback? And then just beat both guys with the rock bombs. Either way, this wasn't bad, but overbooked and killed it.
Yeah. I gave it a C+.
C. Tajiri wants to fight tonight, even though he has bad ribs. Tori begs to get to be a ringside Regal, and Regal gives in. And I don't understand the point of that. Stacey's is at WWF New York, and we get clips of her shaving her legs in a bath. Sonny's music, apparently.
Yeah.
And then Jennifer Holiday was in a robe combing down her shoulders behind her, waiting to get shaved next. There you go. Jennifer Holiday went on a plane from Pittsburgh to New York. Mm-hmm. Take a shave by Stacey. Right?
Yep. Exactly.
I really didn't realize they were playing I Know You Want Me.
Yeah. Stacey's legs, we don't understand. U.S.
title Rhino versus Tajiri. Tajiri's champion. JR does it. How Tajiri can beat an alliance chicken Tori. I guess.
Have you seen Tori Wilson?
Yeah, I guess common sense was in there for a moment. Tajiri fires on some kicks and shouts, but the fans don't care. We fear this is a film match between the Rock match and Lost vs. Angle. Rhino gets in his shot, we hit the chin lock, base spinebuster gets two. Rhino goes after Tori and loses up Gore, but Tajiri hits him hard to face the break up. Tornado DDT's counter to his octopus hold and attempted tarantula. Buzzsaw kick misses and suplex sets up the Gore to give Rhino the title.
Yeah, pretty boring match here. Not really all that unexpected because the team just thrown on the card to me.
Yeah, it was nothing, but it wasn't that awful. That it might need to be like on the roll sat down as far as the quality. But at the same time, it did let them have a buffer between the title matches. So that's a good idea. Also, it's not like there's much to see here. So I guess a Nacho break was a good idea.
Yeah. I gave it a D.
F. We recap All-Stars Angle. Also couldn't be Angle. SummerSlam, Angle kicked out 3 stunners. They kind of stole each other. Also stole the medals from them in River. Angle retaliated by taking a lead pipe and blasting also in the back of the head with it, and lost his new truck. Also, it's fine because it's just a world-class athlete hanging in the back of the head with a lead pipe on an adrenaline rush. Nothing serious here. He then blindfolded Austin and then threatened to throw him in a river if Austin didn't cry. In a funny bit, Angle shoved him into a kid's pool to make him think it was a river. This resulted in Austin shoving him off the stage and injuring his neck. Angle gave an incredibly cool promo ripping off his neck brace, saying that Austin knows that Angle can beat him, and check out that promo. You can find it. WWF World Title, Kramer vs. Steve Austin. Angle gets the hometown boy pop and fake milked it perfectly. Angle beats him on the ramp, and there we go. Austin's hammering down. Angle's all fired up. The champion's all afraid to try to stun her because either it won't work or the kick to set up could result in an ankle lock. Angle hits a fast press and hammers away in the corner. We head to the floor, and Austin's reeling. Austin blocks a superplex occurs like that he was going to do, and he hits on the second time. Austin grabs a sleeper, but he's countered by a Jawbreaker. He tries to lose the title by Angle catching to him and throws Austin off the ramp, just like Austin did to him a few weeks ago. Angle puts him against the railing and pounds him down with punches and chops. Kurt picks Austin up and carries him back and ramming him in the post. We're 7 minutes into this, and it's been 95% Angle. He stops to peel back the mask, and Austin gets the knee to the back to take over. Pile driver on the floor doesn't work, and Austin's caught by the eye. Angle chops away and tries an Olympic pile driver, but his backdrop as well. Angle tries a suplex out there, but Austin reverses and drops one on the table. He does it again, the table is sturdy. Here's a third try, and still doesn't break. That was a good table. Austin drives knees to the neck, back inside, talks trash to Curse Family in the front row, which is why he's a great heel. He knows how to get a crowd riled up with so few people today know how to do. Off the chin lock, and I'm cool with that because they've been going hard for almost 15 minutes. Also pounds on the back and gets called in German. It's just 3 this time. But Kurt's holding his neck. Also tries to super belly the back. But Kurt reverses into a bad looking crossbody for 2. Release Spinebuster puts Angle down. Also kicks him into the little Olympians. The referee shoves the Angle, kicks Austin low to even things up. A DDT says Austin at 4 and we're running out of time. This has been pretty good, but it's not a classic either. Back in Angle stuns Austin for 2. Austin's the belly super.